What's up YouTube, Just a Casual Nerd here, back with another video, and today we're going to talk about 3 reasons Henry Cavill needs to return as Superman in the DCEU. Quick video for you guys today. As you know, I think they're still in the midst of San Diego Comic-Con, where they're discussing everything, I guess comic related, including different upcoming movies and such. And I think one big thing people were looking forward was to see Henry Cavill return into the DC as Superman, but as far as I know, as of our recording this today, that he hasn't shown up, or we don't know yet when or if he's going to return as Superman. So today I'm going to give out 3 reasons why I think Henry Cavill must return as Superman in the DCEU. Reason number 1 being is he never actually got to be Superman. Yes, I know you guys are saying he had got multiple chances to be Superman in Man of Steel, Batman vs Superman, and the Justice League film. But what I mean is, in the actual arc that was written for Superman, he was actually supposed to develop into the Superman that we know and are accustomed to from his first appearance, to from kind of not knowing what he was doing to actually being an experienced superhero. Because Man of Steel for Henry Cavill in the DCEU was almost the equivalent of, if you're familiar with the Invincible show on Amazon, was kind of like the equivalent of Mark, first putting on the superhero costume and being a superhero in his first couple weeks. And he made a lot of mistakes, but that's akin to what Henry Cavill Superman was in Man of Steel, and even I guess leading up to Batman vs Superman, because I don't recall how many years or how much time it passed between the two events, but we all know he did make a lot of mistakes. And I know people kind of criticize him for killing Zod, or criticize him for all the collateral damage that was caused, but there's a lot of, almost every superhero property, there's a lot of collateral damage that happens that's just literally not shown on screen. It just was kind of shown a lot in those particular films, but it's literally collateral damage in every single property. I mean, in Age of Ultron, they were literally responsible for dropping a whole city back to the ground, and I'm pretty sure there was a lot of collateral damage. They kind of dived into it in some later projects, but come on, there was a lot of bodies that was dropped that day. But going back to Superman, or Henry Cavill's Superman in the DCEU, that was part of his character arc, so that at where they are right now, in the DC, I think it will be the prime time for them actually to show the golden kind of Superman that we know, who's again the Boy Scout, the one who quote unquote doesn't do any wrong, is always on the moral side of being good. I think it's a kind of a good time to actually show that Superman, and they still have a healthy actor who really wants to do the role, so giving him the opportunity to at least finish that arc of Superman, I think that would be a missed opportunity if they don't do so. And on top of that, if they kind of bring the OG Superman that we know in, he could be used as like someone who could train Shazam on how to be a effective superhero. And also we have Batman now, who's already done his kind of dark arc, where he's kind of got all his vengeance out of his system, and is more so back to the Batman that we know as well. So that right now they're really at the prime time to be the heroes that we know them to be, since they've gone through through those testing arcs that we saw in either Batman vs Superman and also the Justice League. Which leads me to my next point. Point number 2 is that fans actually want it. Yes, fan service is not always a good thing in these major properties. Sometimes it really backfires. But the thing about Henry Cavill Superman is most people have never really had a problem with Henry Cavill as Superman, as a motorcycle is passing by my house. But no one has actually had a problem with Henry Cavill as Superman. Some people have had a problem with him, how he was written in certain iterations, but him as an actor, he hasn't been problematic like a lot of other actors even in the DCEU. And with where the DCEU is currently, they kind of need a insurgence of something that's, I don't know, some type of good news, because a lot of properties that they are still in development or is getting worked on, people are just generally not excited for it. But a lot of people have been excited and kind of waiting to see Henry Cavill back as Superman, to see what his next arc is going to be, or at least get another solo film where we get to see him as Superman. So it's something that the fans have been wanting. Again, fan service is not always the greatest route to go, but as you can see, if you sometimes actually listen to what the fans want, it can pay dividends. And again, 90% of the complaints that people have about Superman in the DCEU is generally about the writing, never really about the acting. So that's really a good sign, because there are some actors that just really don't fit a role, or they're just dry, just don't embody the character. Sometimes it's writing, but sometimes an actor literally doesn't fit. But we have an actor who fits the role. The fans want it, and also it seems, to my knowledge at least, it seems like he's definitely open to coming back to the role. So I know there's some things in the background like contractual stuff and money, things like that we have no control over or say over, but it's something that the fans really want to see, and I think that's something that a type of fan service that will actually pay some good dividends in the end of the day. And that leads me to reason number three, and this reason gonna be a little cheesy, but hey, reason number three would be he needs to fight Black Adam. Now, obviously, we don't know if this film is going to be good yet. The Black Adam film that's starring The Rock, he does seem very excited about the property, which, of course, he's kind of paid to do that. And I know a lot of his movies are hit or miss, but usually because he's kind of playing the same role. But this one is a lot different role. It's kind of more of an anti-hero role, which I think he's kind of embodying well so far. Now, there are some nitpicks I have about the trailers that been released, but I think that people also want to see The Rock kind of just fight Superman. I think they kind of just want to see that foil between them. But from a story standpoint, I think there's some good things they can pull out that will work good for both characters. You can have Black Adam, who doesn't mind killing his adversary, who believes in this absolute justice mindset, and then you can have Henry Cavill Superman, who's kind of developed. He's like, yeah, you don't have to kill your adversary. You don't have to, kill people in order to bring justice, since, he's developed since Man of Steel. He has more of an understanding what it means to be a hero. And then you can have Black Adam just be like, nah, man, that's not how I roll. I've been through too much. I just know the only way to get rid of bad people is to make sure they are eliminated. And you can have that be their motives for fighting. And you can even have them in the beginning fighting the same evil doer or the same villain at first, and Black Adam like kills them in the beginning, and Henry Cavill Superman is like, bro, what are you doing? And then you can start from there. They just have different ideologies, which there should be some more circumstances in there, but I'm not writing it. I'm just kind of giving out some general suggestions. But having that foil between ideologies could make for a pretty good project. I know a lot of projects lately have been turning all villains into anti-heroes, which I'm not a fan of, but in this sense, I think they could kind of make it work. And again, a fight scene between these two, basically, Titans, they both have similar abilities, but of course, Black Adam, I believe, uses a little more magic. Sorry if I don't know all the ins and outs. I'm just a casual, but I think he uses more magic. Which, if correct me if I'm wrong, Superman is kind of weak to that, or weaker to that. But having those different foils on how they got their abilities, on their ideologies, on what justice actually is, it could be with a good writer. They have a good story arc right there. Like I said, just fingers crossed the Black Adam movie is actually good, and they can kind of do some launching pad stuff off from that project. And it's something that people have been wanting since The Rock was cast as Black Adam, like a decade ago, it seems. And and I know we have Shazam too that's in the cut. Obviously, he's powerful as well. And even though I know those two are linked, Shazam and Black Adam, I'd just much rather see Superman and Black Adam fight. Not saying that Shazam is a bad character or that his first movie wasn't good. I'm just not as excited with his character, even though it's him in itself is a solid character. Just with the Shazam 2 trailer that I just recently saw, I'm just like, I kind of just rather see Superman fight Black Adam at this point. But maybe he could still be in the film. It would actually be good if he would be in the film still. But those are my 3 reasons Henry Cavill needs to come back as Superman in the DCEU. But what are you even listening to me for anyway? I'm a casual. Cue the outro.